Hey there, Isaac Osborne from Motion Unlimited. This exercise that we're going to do here today is downward dog with a chair. The importance of this exercise is so that the reason why we're doing it on the chair is so that you get a nice hinge at the hips. So it's going to be a nice anterior tilt. So you're going to really shift the pelvis forward into this position as you're in the downward dog position. The reason why we have our hands on the chair is that most people, when they do downward dog, they're not able to get their pelvis to shift properly. And when you are able to get if your hands are on the floor and you're able to shift your pelvis into an anterior tilt or tilting the pelvis forward, that's what actually drives the heels into the ground. So with your hands raised up on a chair, it allows you to get that tilt properly. So you want a chair, you want to place it with the back up against the wall. That way, as you're pressing into the chair, you're going to be pushing into the chair, it doesn't slide away from you. So maybe you have to put your chair up against your desk or the wall next to it, whatever it may be. So now place your hands on the chair, and if you're standing, just walk back. If you get to this point where you're about 90 degrees, at that point, if it's too much stretch for you, just go ahead and hang out here. Otherwise, walk back a little bit farther so the ankles are behind the hip joint. Now from here, this is where there's a bone right here on the front. And if I take that bone towards the floor, I'm tilting my pelvis this way. And you can see my butt goes up towards the ceiling. So there's a bone back here, the butt bone. That bone should be going up towards the ceiling. So you're in this position and you tilt forward. You don't want to be tucking the tail because see how my back rounds if I tuck my tail. Let go of your stomach. Let go of the stomach. Do not contract in here because that'll force you to round your back and you won't be able to tilt your pelvis forward. So let go of the stomach. Now tighten your quads, but don't push your knees back. Don't hyperextend your knees, because if you hyperextend your knees, you don't get activity up here in the hip flexors, which help tilt the pelvis forward. So as you tilt that forward, let the upper body drop, push into the chair, squeeze those thighs, push your heels into the ground as you tilt the pelvis, and push your big toe joint into the ground as well. Breathe into the chest. As you hold the position, and hold it for 1 minute. Do it as many times during the day as you want. And it's a great exercise to counteract 1 hour of sitting, a half an hour of sitting, 3 hours of sitting. That 1 minute will make a big difference. And if it's too low on the chair, put your hands on a wall or a counter.